Alright, so I'm gonna have to do something a little funny real quick. Let me do some chicanery real quick. That's not it. Where's host? Where's Diggy Game? This Diggy Game? There's Diggy Game. This is a game about digging a hole. Yeah, okay, the snowball's still working. We're doing this instead of, Breath of the Wild, or not Breath of the Wild, well, that too. We're doing, this because I've just gotta do some homework. And she needs the console streamy laptop. And I was gonna do Breath of the Weeb today, but 5.7 launched, and my computer needs to download that. So then I thought, oh, well, I'm pretty close to getting Astra, I think her name is, in Zenless Zone Zero. Oh, and then realized, oh shit, I never actually updated the 2.0 update on not my PlayStation, or our PlayStation. So here we are. We're gonna dig a hole. We're gonna dig a hole right here. We're gonna start at the corner. Yeah, and if there's ever a time to start contemplating the world and just saying dumb shit, it's kind of right now. I keep hearing things about the missile strike in Iran and our friends in Israel causing that, and then they're going back and forth with that. All I'm thinking is my wife is probably going to be called to that, isn't it? Whoop. My wife's going to have to deal with that, huh? Okay, so $3. Charge for $1. Oh god. Let's mess with the settings real quick. No motion blur. And save. I really don't like motion blur. I know it makes it look more cinematic and cool, but it also kind of takes away from everything, in my opinion. Yeah, so there's that. And I have officially sent out 350 business cards for my business. I like to think something good's going on. There's a chance things will go well. And after stream, I'll probably double check the form that I have set out for new clients. See if they like what they see. I can keep going. Even got myself a book on how to help out and make sense of all of the businessy things. Ooh. $2 charge, and then I just need to find more minis for bigger shovel. Every rock is like, what, $1? Can I get shovel? That's right. Let me get shovel. Bigger shovel. Or rather, it's a trowel. This is a trowel. Oh yeah, that's slightly better. But yeah, my day's been kind of bouncing around, because initially, for the whole, my company's client is being an asshole. I was initially just planning on bouncing between doing stuff in my business and doing stuff for my website and learning more and more about front-end web design and finally learning JavaScript in a not ChatGPT way. Because the book is still there. But no, you gotta cut my hours. Don't have to find money. I've never actually played this game, but I've seen a lot of people play it on, like, stream. And when I was busy, I would kind of put it on, like, a second screen. You know, second screen content. And I would just kind of go for it. Work while, like, I think Pippa or Pro Jared would do it. I think I found things. Eat that rock. Ow! What? Oh, that sucks. Oh, well. I didn't know I could have things explode on me. I will charge. I don't think... What would happen if I were to, like, lose all my health? I don't think I've ever seen that happen. Like, I'm somewhat familiar with this game. But I just never saw anyone, like, just outright die. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never witnessed someone just outright die because of this. Fuck it. I don't want to find out the hard way. Yeah, but after this stream, after this 2 hours of nonsense... Oh, I destroyed the ore. I'll be checking in. That's where I'm at right now, business-wise. I've sent out a whole bunch of business cards, now I just have to babysit the Google form. So, while I'm figuring out the... While I'm figuring out the whole AI video photo thing for my contract, I will definitely be bouncing around like one tab to the other. Because today when I was trying to do that, I ate up like most of my day. Because they were supposed to install a VPN so we can, you know, connect to the way that they want us to connect. And for whatever reason, and this is why I always hate VPNs, because I'm not of the mentality to constantly reboot my computer. I should, but I'm not. I did not know that you're supposed to reboot your computer after you install the VPN. I just always assumed that it was just good to go. Better battery, better inventory. I'll save the jetpack for later. I don't need that. So for like the longest time, just sitting back and forth with one of the leads on the project and just trying to get this to work, and I finally got it to work, only to then come just late enough for them to not have any more in my queue, so they're constantly yelling at the client, say like, hey, we need more images to review or else this is not going to go well. I was just tired over like the one interview, so I'm not surprised that it's the way that it is. I'm just not crazy about the circumstances I'm in. Because quite frankly, going into this, I generally thought like, yep, I'm gonna be And I still kind of do. I feel like I'm kind of helping the enemy a little bit as a creative because AI is kind of the one thing that's going to take away a lot of jobs. And, you know, creatives have been speaking about this for like ever. And it's only now until the rest of, you know, white-collar America are catching up to the designers and the artists and all that. It's getting to that point. But on the other hand, I'm seeing what they're spitting out, and I'm seeing what my fellow contractors are looking at, and it gives me a little hope that the only real competition will be OpenAI and not, say, I don't know, the Google AI image generator or any other image generator floating around in the market. What these guys are doing is that there's some instances where they're generating an image, so then they could feed back into the image generator and say like, hey, I want this image but in this other style, so that they're finding artifact errors and object errors and body distortions in the initial example image that's then being fed into the AI to then produce the newer image. I don't know about you, but it gives me a little hope that they're not doing it the right way. And from what I've seen in some of the examples I saw, it makes me pretty happy that of all the things going on. I'm not even sure if I'm streaming, because right now I'm still using that stupid VPN. Hold on. I'm gonna check. Happy that of all the things going. Yeah, okay. I am live. It's just OBS is gonna be behind on chat anyway, so I won't have any way of knowing. Thank you, NordVPN. I don't like using VPNs. I feel like, yes, I get a whole bunch of added security and it helps out, but it's such a headache to get it to, you know, behave. Especially when I'm trying to output data and not just collect it. You know what I'm saying? Because if I'm just sending stuff out, that's a completely different thing than bringing things in. Because as a streamer, I'm broadcasting data out, so that you can see it on your end. It's like I'm broadcasting things out through OBS, which is then being sent out to their servers at Twitch in this case, and then it gets reconnected back to you. I feel like a VPN is causing that to be a little slower than it should be, because according to OBS, I have a pretty weak connection. And I know if I hit the reset button, it's not going to help. And I guarantee you it's because of the fact that I have the VPN on. If I turn it, you know, just toggle it back on and off, I'm probably going to have to reboot my computer. Which, unfortunately, I kind of need this for work. So the second that June is over, that's when I'll have to get back on it, get rid of it, and I can get back to normal. So if I'm not seeing your chats and you're saying something, understand, it's not my fault. The contractor wanted me to install something I just didn't have too much of a choice in, but causing everything else to be slow. And then on top of that, I have Genshin and Zenless kind of installing in the background. Oh, this is making it so much easier. Because my intention was initially I'll do those games. Because I heard the news recently that in the new Archon quest, Aether and Lumine will finally be reunited, so I'm curious to see how they write them. And I'm curious to see if you'll be given access to both Travelers as playable characters, which I think they should. Kind of do what Zenless does and kind of let you play as both character models. And even some of the regular agents that you can pick up. Just wander the world as them. I think that'd be really cool. Just to be able to swap around between the two protag character models. That's one thing ever since starting and getting more into like the not, how do I put it this way? The more safe for work fan art and cosplay for Genshin, I kind of like Lumine a lot more, and I kind of regret not just picking Lumine. Because she's got better eye canning, and she's cute. Aether, I feel like a lot of players that don't give him the light of day. I'm not sure if that's because, you know, I started as Aether, because, you know, I'm a dude. I want to play as a character I can relate as a little bit. Or if I'm just secretly sexist, I don't know. I'm gonna hold on to that, actually. There we go. Well, I think that'd be really cool. Just to be able to swap between the two characters. I think it would be pretty nice. I think it would be an interesting way to kind of bounce in between some character builds. And I think it would be kind of nice to finally see how Lumine and Aether kind of interact with each other. So I'm very excited to see how that works out. The downside is, I think I have to finally get past Natland, and I did learn a little bit more about the situation with the voice actor strike. It's not SAG-AFTRA. It's the voice actors themselves doing something internal, because the project is non-union. So it explains why some characters are voiced, others are not. I understand the whole AI arguments, and I'm not sure what else is going on. But I do hope, for the sake of the game, the sake of the community, that they figure something out. Just because it is a good game, and it is an enjoyable experience. I like spending my time with it. I enjoyed my year and a half playing it. Has it been a year and a half? I don't know. Either way, I liked my time playing it thus far. I can see why it's garnered so much appeal. It's eaten up a lot of my time, both on and off stream. So it makes me curious to see how they're going to rebound from this, knowing that AI is such a large and significant problem for now all industries, all white-collar industries. It's not just the creatives anymore. It's everyone that has access to a computer that doesn't do back-breaking work. And even then, those who do back-breaking work, your time's coming around, don't worry. Not like, big asshole. It's not like, robotics isn't gonna go around and cause some problems for you either. Remember, AI is just software, right? And you plug it into the right smart tool, it can do a lot of damage in your industry. I mean, if it's some countries can 3D print houses out of concrete, you know, like China's doing that. Just imagine how your industry is going to be now, knowing that someone's going to come around and just be able to plug in their laptop to a giant industrial 3D printer and start fleshing out the house. And then in Japan, they have humanoid robots for construction as well, so like I said, it's only a matter of time before everyone's affected, so it started with voice actors, and it's gonna end with the masonries, the welders, the carpenters. Everyone's gonna get the shit end of this deal. Everyone's gonna get it. No one is exempt. That's why I feel a little more confident in my idea of cosplay photography, because the most AI can do with cosplay photography is poorly redo your image as said character, and the most it could do hardware-wise is figure out how to print a thing. So it gives me a little confidence saying, like, yeah, okay, it can't do everything, but it could do a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? Like, it could help more people figure out how to be better craftsmen and figure out how to sew, get more people in it. But at the end of the day, the fun thing about cosplay photography, and photography in general, is that people want a picture of you. You want to be in front of the camera. And the only places I've ever used AI in terms of that is just, you know, correcting something that would take too long to do myself. What? A possessed doll. Well, that's definitely interesting. Okay, there we go. I just put the chat on my phone. Oh, the second I look away while my wife is talking about her show is the second that chat wants to start behaving. Wait, how's that homework coming if you're watching that show? Alright, good. Just gotta keep her accountable. I even start looking at classes for this upcoming semester for me. I have a lot of reading to do before that comes around. A lot of practice that I need to catch up on. What was I saying? AI and the industries I'm going for, like, yeah, the only reason I'll ever use AI is, you know, I need ideation for something. I need help coming around with an idea for something. So I'll have Adobe's AI kind of either fix something technical that I'm struggling to do quickly, or I'll have ChatGPT give me a list of ideas for something. Because obviously I'm not going to know every little bit of pop culture for cosplay. But I feel like I have a well-rounded amount of knowledge that I feel like I get away with a lot. Especially if a lot of people tend to cosplay from Hoyoverse games. My inventory's full again. Hey, quick, easy $30. That or comic books. I feel like I can get away with comic books a lot easier, because then I can just go to one of the stores that I've left comic books at and say, like, hey, can I learn me some good Batman real quick? I need to learn a little bit more. I can improve my craft. Oops. I might as well. I'm right here. But yeah, going back to my contract, I'm cautiously optimistic. I think we have more time than we actually do, with exception to OpenAI, the ChatGPT people. I think we have some time before it becomes a problem. I think we have a little bit more time than we think. The name brand one being, ChatGPT, it's getting there. It's pretty much 1-to-1. But it's the competition that you should also be looking at, and I think everyone else that's trying to get in on the AI game, especially Apple, I think we have plenty of time, because I end up seeing a video by Cold Fusion that kind of explains the great issue with Apple's AI, which they've always tried to do through Siri, but at the end of the day, they've always put it on the back burner in ways that it really just causes problems for them. And I'd argue ever since Steve Jobs died, it seems like they don't really know how to best conduct themselves as a business, as a tech business. Like, don't get me wrong, I enjoy Apple and I enjoy Apple Music, but if you're to ask me to spend money on one of their computers, I'd probably laugh before I take that offer seriously. You know what I mean? Like, it does not feel like a real competitor, because it's mainly borrowed from ChatGPT. So the only real bits of AI that I would be concerned about is Copilot, ChatGPT, and maybe Google Gemini. But the showcase that they did for Google Gemini, it feels very circumstantial. Order, fight for light. Chaos, fight for darkness. In the moon, we have found both. I don't know what you're talking about, buddy. I wish I do. I think it would be fun to converse, but I don't think I can make that make sense. I'm just digging a hole. I'm just digging my grave, don't worry. No need to worry too much about it. I'm just digging your hole. Which, as a kid, I always kind of wanted to do something like this. I'm not sure if this is a thing for you in, like, Vietnam, but as a kid in grade school, we would always dig up in the sandbox looking for clay-like material. We called it Indian clay, so we weren't necessarily just like, we weren't literally digging the china, but we were looking for this clay-like material so we can kind of play around with. We were weird. And all the athletic kids were playing soccer as well. That was the thing to do. It was a little more... Soccer's more chaotic. Soccer's a great playground game, because you literally just have to kick a ball and decide, okay, what's the goal? That's what it was for us. I mean, football for some people. Oh, that's the other end of my garage. Still don't have any votes in for the Discord. If I don't get anything by next week, I will make an executive order. Like Trump. The great supreme overlord Trump. Okay, here we might be going to war with Iran because of Israel's nonsense. Which are my 2 cents regarding that. And this is literally 2 cents because I'm not very well educated on this and I kind of don't care. So long as we don't actually go to war, I kind of don't care. My 2 cents is if and I kind of share Matt Walsh's opinion of it. If you've ever heard his hot takes on the subject before. But my 2 cents is, if a country can't stand on its own with minimal assistance from another country, it has no right to exist. Like Canada is a great example. Because we subsidize their existence. And yet they're still in debt and they can't conduct themselves correctly, so Justin Trudeau kind of has to take Donald Trump's money in order to exist, and because of that, now they're, according to Trump, I don't know if this is true or not, they're actually now considering what it means to be the 51st state of the United States. Yeah, I've been saved for 30 minutes. Oh, fine then, I'll save. I'll pop a save, fuck it. No, I saved. Wee. Oh. Didn't mean to do that. I don't mean to be underneath the ground. I wanted to dig a hole, not a cave. I'm a fan of holes, not caves. $26. $6 charge. Double my battery and go. Whee! I'm gonna go dig here now, because I want to see how big these shovels is. Oh, I know, I increased the battery, not the shovel. Never mind. Damn it. I wasted my corner. Yeah, countries that should not exist are the ones that can't exist without the assistance of another country. Another circumstance for that is the countries that have been taken over by criminal organizations. So it pains me to say this, but as a Mexican American, I don't acknowledge Mexico as a country anymore, the way that the United States is a country or other countries would be. Only because the cartel is a little too in bed with the government. They're a little too powerful for their own good. And I just can't... I can't count them as a country in their own traditional sense. Call it a hot take, call it what you will. That's just kind of how I feel. Which is a shame, because I am of Latin and Hispanic descent. There is a difference, but when you're talking about Mexicans, they're kind of one and the same, and therefore it doesn't matter. Well, what do I know? I'm just a stupid American. All I know is it's too expensive to live. I want a job, and I'm trying to build a company. Build a company from nothing. What's new with all of you? You're looking forward to World War III after having just survived the pandemic and a recession? Are you interested in dying for a country that wants you dead? We recently came across a stat I can't verify it, but it sounds right based on personal experience and what I'm seeing online. Oh shit. This. Apparently, the unemployment rate for Gen Z is roughly 50%. So, like, every other person in my generation is not employed. I didn't actually. I didn't reload my battery. I need to reload my battery. $14! That's highway robbery. Yeah, it's getting that bad. That's one of the many reasons why I'm kind of doing my own business at this point. There really isn't that many traditional employment options. And don't get me wrong, I want a normal job. I want like my regular 9 to 5. I get to see my wife at the end of the day, and I don't have to worry about work until the next day when I wake up type of situation. That's something I'd like. Now, is that something I'm going to get anymore? Probably not. But now I'm going to have to start a side hustle and hope that the side hustle is enough to make a job. Because I feel like there's a lot of wasted potential going on right now. And it's kind of been like that for a while. Where it's like, oh, young people, it's always hard for them to get a job, but it's always like that. Well, it doesn't necessarily have to be. I don't think. Because when you hire a young person, you're hiring them for the long-term commitment, and you're hiring them for potential. You know, because they're obviously not going to make you money immediately due to a lack of experience and the need to be trained, and that's going to be true regardless of how old you are. You could be 30 years old into the industry. The second you swap companies, they have a different way of doing things. So naturally, you're going to have to learn how they do it. There's little nuances between companies. Oh, damn it. I was paying attention. And that was initially, at least for the United States and probably for other parts of the world, the whole need for a university degree, a 4-year degree of some kind, so they can circumvent a lot of training in hopes to not spend as much money on training, which, to that degree, there was some level of success in that. But now they're wanting to completely eliminate the need for training and just roll with it. Which, for the homogenization of tools like Microsoft Teams, Asana, Slack, I could see the argument, but they're so wide and versatile that no matter what, it kind of feels a little delusional to say, I should probably actually get that. Get all this figured out now. I'm getting a little deep. There is still going to be need to train no matter, what you do, no matter what tools is becoming relatively universal. And it kind of annoys me that no one wants to train anymore. Because it's such a stupid concept. Oh, I don't want to train. It's a waste of money. They should already know. Yeah, that's kind of the reason why you put the degree on for the employment requirements. They don't know how you do business. Which is why, as soon as I'm like big enough, I want to mainly focus on recruiting straight out of college. Because as a cosplay photography, I'm gonna need to know new pop culture things. that eventually I'm just going to be too out of the know to know, you know? Well, eventually I'm going to need someone to walk me through what is the new anime stuff. I think the newest anime I've ever, like, sat through was Dandadan. And as far as games is concerned, the newest, like, mass appeal game that I'm aware of is Zenless Zone Zero. And, you know, obviously I'm aware of, like, stuff like Clara Obscura, Expedition 33, and crazy shit like that. But at the end of the day, eventually I'm going to be too old to be able to keep up. And that's kind of a genuine fear of me, because then that means I'm officially old. And I don't want to be considered old yet. I like my youth. The second I'm out of the loop, I feel old. What else is going on? Yeah, that's one reason. That, and I'm going to go into creative field. I'm going to need fresh eyes and new perspectives on a regular basis. So guess who's going to have fresh eyes and new perspectives? College students! They're going to have what I need. The only downside is I'm most likely going to have to train them on my business and things about the photography industry and best practices for the software. Which is why you have, you know, leadership and management, so you can, you know, circumvent those problems, give them the mentorship that they need. Like I said, at the end of the day. At the end of the day. I feel like there's a lot of wasted potential. Because that a lot of employers want experience over investment. Because that's what new workers are for the workforce. Potential. And oftentimes they will take shit work for pretty cheap because they're not experienced enough. You can exploit them as lower waged workers. Not to say that you should, but you could. You know, that's where you start getting into the ethics versus possibilities. Which early on, you know, obviously can't pay them very well, and they're going to be on the little crap situation that they're, damn it, and they're in. Oh, please tell me I have. Yes, bigger shovel. Give me big shovel. That's a good sized hole. Yeah. Oh, I'm like sweeping up. Aw. I was about to say, I'm like sweeping up all this stuff. Yeah, but that's still... I'm aiming for the Suns type of employment situation. I'm still applying for regular jobs, and I'm still hoping for employment while I try to figure this shit out. But at this point, it feels like if you're a young person in the workforce, my only bit of advice is saying, hey, age discrimination is a real thing, but unfortunately, unless you're old, by legal standards, being 40 or older, you can't claim it. So, your best bet is to just use and abuse your support system as much as possible. And get creative as far as money making is concerned. You know, maybe that contract may not look good, but it's still money coming in. It's something to delay, delay debt, which is something that me and my wife were working towards initially. You know, trying to become 100% debt free, and kind of live within our means. Now, obviously, we can't be 100% debt free, but you know, having more of our money stay in our wallet as opposed to going to stupid shit, like stupid bills or stupid loans that we need to pay back. I'd like to pay off my car again, and my wife's car is already paid off. She paid it off in full out of her mutual fund. Lucky bastard. Oh. Yeah, not on that. Oh, there we go. She said it was low. I'm literally just sweeping this up. Oh. Alright, back out there. No more grass. No grass. We're not allowed to have grass anymore. Oh, you. I'm behind the trend, but I'm still having fun. Ow, shit. No, that was important, too. Whee! There we go. Here. Clear the head above me. Oh, shit. Looking over at OBS for a second, it's like, I wonder how things are going. Psh, crack! Oh. Oh! Well, things are going relatively well. I don't like doing Uber Eats, but I'm gonna have to, but that's it brings the money in while I wait for my contract to want to behave, while I wait for a real job. Battery low. Full charge. Do I want to keep going towards, like, leveling evenly, or do I just want to go for, like, max shuffle? Yeah, I'll just go for max shuffle. Clear off this wall. Big rock. I generally think it's baby boomers that just refuse to know when to call it quits and refuse to acknowledge the damage their generation has caused that's put us all in this situation. Now, I'm not saying it's every baby boomer's fault. No, I'm not putting that much of a blanket, but there's a lot of content on the earth, on the internet right now, that can explain to you, yes, this generation of people, for one reason or another, has caused irreparable harm to the economy, to this market, to the other. Fuck it. In ways that it's difficult to comprehend. I mentioned there's some videos from like Cold Fusion. There's this guy that I've been following. I don't remember his name, but he kind of explains the history of why things ended up the way that they are, and like specific fields and specific ways of thinking. Like the one I finished watching last was his take on minimum wage and why it should have been raised like forever ago, and the situations regarding that, how it came to be, and his thoughts on how we need to start having these conversations, how to fix that problem. Go. Sell, baby, sell. You could argue Gen X is part of the problem as well. But at least they know how to convert things to PDF, so can't get too mad at them. Yeah, I've been hearing that things are getting so bad that in some countries like South Korea, their birth rates is becoming insane. Like for every one woman, young woman capable of being a mother, they have 0.72 babies for every woman in South Korea, which I don't know about you, but that number should be pretty close to 1-to-1 as humanly possible. Not saying everyone that has a pussy should have a baby. You know, sometimes that's just not physically possible due to science. Or that those who don't want babies or don't think they'll be good parents should have them anyway. I'm not saying that either, but birth rate should never be below replacement level, and guess where we're all at? We're all below replacement level, and we're all in a problem. Ow. Oh, that was just cold. $30. Because like I've said many times before, I would like to be a dad, my wife wants to be a mom, and she's always been telling me that she wants to be a mom before she turns 30. And, unfortunately, that might not happen. The before 30 bit, not the mom thing. Have as close to a natural birth as possible. Man, ow. Ooh! Oh, I had my arm locked in that position for so long that it felt weird to move. Like, I was so relaxed in this position that my body just decided to be stuck like that. Alright, 514. Yeah, just give me those rocks. Give me them rocks. Oh, damn it. Not the ore. How much do I have? Charge for 5. Not gonna do that though. You can raise a foot. What else do we got floating around here? Got a rock. Got an actual rock. Got some rocks. Rock, coal. Iron. Alright, tell me this put me over the edge. Does not! Just want the bigger shovel. Is that so wrong? I want a bigger shovel. Is that such a problem? Just the bigger one. I like big. Ow. What's wrong with big? Big shovel. Oh, it's a drill. Does this work? Ow. Oh, it's like a vacuum. I'm vacuuming up dirt. Woo, I like this. I like it. Clean off the wall, why not? Oh yeah. Yeah. Quickly erasing the earth itself. You pay attention to me now, Earth. Fuck, I'm already here. I don't need a heal. I stubbed my toe. What's the heal? Drill. Oh, this makes it just so much easier. So I can just point. Hold and point. Oh. Another $41, baby. Ah, you'll be fine. That's not fine enough. Whoop. I may need to invest in a better jetpack. Charge. Jetpack. Alright. I just love watching this go. literally just clean off all the walls if I really wanted to with this. I mean, it's just so clean and effective. It's like taking a vacuum to the earth. There we go. That's right. That's right. Well, I'm here. 14. Better battery. Better battery or inventory is probably the next best thing to do. I like these simple games. Simple, non-thinking games. Just let me process my thoughts and feelings about things. Like, one thing that has been on my mind lately, and I think it's because I've been listening to this audiobook by Andrew Klavan about, well, it's called Kingdom of Cain, and it's, this Christian author's... No, I haven't saved. Yeah, fuck it, save. Christian author's take on, crime and how it's kind of shaped art and morality of the day and age that he's in, which is our day and age right now. What's up with it? And one thing I've always said is that art reflects reality, and to be honest, I've never considered the meaning of that phrase until kind of sitting through a lot of his audiobook while I was running around. A lot of high-profile murder cases have inspired amazing pieces of art and film, you know, books and movies specifically. And how all that kind of stems back to the writings of Friedrich Nietzsche and his inspirations. It's kind of insane when you think about it, but I guess a lot of life's problems in today's modern world kind of comes around with the rejection of God and the embrace of Nietzschean thinking, or Nietzschean-like thinking. My God, a lot of people can justify a lot of horrible things just because they had a fetish for something. Because the murder that inspired the film Silence of the Lambs, that was because of an abusive mother, and because of his abusive mother, the child, his son, wound up becoming a woman and deny his masculinity to the point where he would kill women and cross-dress as his mother. A lot like Psycho with Norman Bates. Freaking crazy, dude. And I've always said that art reflects reality, and reality reflects art. And in this case, it's pretty one for one. In like the darkest way of thinking about it, unfortunately. Oh, I'm already here. So it makes me wonder what other pieces of art have been inspired by the tragedy of others. Makes me very curious indeed. Like, to what degree should we then expect something like, I don't know, another Silence of the Lambs to occur because of the current day transgender movement? Because it just takes one psycho to make the right artist to go crazy. Not to say that's going to happen, but there is precedent now. It has happened before. It's not like it's never going to happen again, right? At least gonna get some rocks out of this. At least let me get some rocks out of this, sir. Alright, off we go. I'm making a crazy amount of progress. I didn't think we'd dig up this much of the yard this quickly. Oh. You would think, in the how long have we been going at? About an hour that we've been doing this, that I probably wouldn't have made as much progress as I did. But no, I'm just cruising through this. This really might end up being a one-off. And I might be able to do this in like the 2 hours that I normally give myself to do it. Because I did get this game for like real cheap. Like, it was like on sale and everything. I don't think was this game on sale? I don't know. I remember this game like $5 cheap. And for $5, yeah, this sounds about right. I've got money. And continue vacuuming the earth. $50. Wait, can I vacuum towards my... Oh. I was about to say, can I vacuum the earth towards my neighbor? Or do I have to explicitly dig to China? The drill even sounds like a vacuum. I'm not gonna lie. I think I should be fine. I think I want to go towards inventory again. Inventory or battery, because that seems to be my bigger concern. Aw. Bad. I did bad. I meant to do this. Yeah, I feel like if you were to not do caves in this, you can probably get away with never having to buy the lamps I do feel like I'm playing suboptimally. So don't take my word for it. Hey, copper. I wonder how much that goes for. Copper is like $10. Probably charge you up. Clean house. I want a nice, clean yard. No dirt, no rocks, no gophers, nothing. Just big old little hole in the ground. That's what I want to see, just a big ass hole in the ground. Rock, rock, rock. Oh, stone. Inventory full. Battery low. Oh god, 2 for 1. Alright, $47. Followed by $13 followed by a bigger battery equals bigger me. Sure there's plenty big pool for me to escape. Don't like there when there's dirt above me. $40. And not enough to charge. I think I still got time. The Tesla powered drill. Some other YouTube video channels I'd recommend if you're wanting to pay attention to how the economy kind of works in today's day and age would be How Money Works. I feel like I got a lot of my more nuanced knowledge regarding the economy through them, and how big businesses are kind of being a little screwy. What did X send just now? Nasty.
As part of a growing.
Pardon me. Just checking the internet. People sending me things. Be one big ass jacuzzi when I'm done. Isn't there like a whole bunch of money or something at the bottom of this? Man, imagine if imagine what you'd do with a big old sack of cash. This giant hole. I'd finish digging it myself. Then I can install the world's deepest hot tub. Man, I'd be having lots of fun in this big ass personal pool. Hey, I'd have to scuba dive in this bitch. Could potentially go fishing in this. Well, I could probably just make this into a little bit of a bunker. Oh, go. Yeah, today was rather screwy. I didn't get as much done as I'd wanted to. Ow, damn it. Hope that tomorrow morning will be a little more effective. A little bit more effective with my time. Fuck it. Now knowing that everything is set, I could probably get away with it a lot easier. Oh, a hole? A hole in my hole? Nonsense! Dash out this hole's hole. Can't have holes in my hole. Where does this hole even go to, this hole? Ooh, silver. Yeah, that's what I thought. Big ass hole. I need to make this hole a part of the bigger hole so that the holes can be one giant hole. Out of cash. I can hold out. I mean, look at this beautiful hole. Can't find a better hole than this. Can't find a deeper hole even if you tried. The only type of hole that would be deeper than this would be one of those college sororities. That's when you can find a deeper hole. Drunk college girl, that's a pretty deep hole. Drunk college girl named Brittany. I'm down there, buddy. Gotta shave out your hole there, sweetie. Hey. Don't want to go down the expedition down your hole just yet. Gotta even out the rest of the hole. Won't take about a minute. See, I'm already connecting the hole. You just need to be a little bit patient there, Brittany. Oh, there we go. See, Brittany, it all works out. I like how I named it Brittany at this point. God damn it. I can wait a little longer. Just drill by the surface. think getting this drill really helped me a lot. Getting this early is pretty... feels like a pretty good strat. Ow. I don't know, it might just be me. See, I was right. I was right for wanting to drill by the surface. I was right. $49. Go straight into the battery, my God! Brittany better have some quality things up her hole. Alright, Brittany. Don't worry, you lost your toys. Needless to say that I'd have to become a little bit more of a 18+ streamer. Not because I'm showing my butthole, but because I'm making jokes about buttholes. Is it just me? Fine, I'll explore. Hey, look. Brittany's got a pretty deep hole. Ow. Excuse me. Excuse me. I need to get out. I need to get out. I need to get out of Brittany's hole. Nice. Yeah. Dig by the surface again. Even this out, maybe I'll find a way to connect back to Brittany's hole. There we go. That's what I wanted to see. Full inventory. $45. So then I can make this bigger. I am Shovel. I do want to make the photography thing a media group at one point in time. I do want to be relatively... The way that I hope to grow my business is conservatively aggressive. Like, I want to grow really quickly, but only when I know I can get away with it. I know that there's going to be a fair lot of risk assessment I'm going to have to do. But I want relatively low risk assessment, even if it means growth is slowed, and I don't necessarily have to fire anyone because of layoff reasons, not because Brian is a good boy and wants everyone to have a job. I don't mind firing someone if they're being an idiot, because I think that's one of the many weaknesses of corporate America from when I've been listening to the audiobook Bullshit Jobs. There's a fair lot of people that are strangely successful despite being really stupid. Oh. Whoa. And I've learned by my readings, and my listenings, and my wanting to do good by boss standards, is that the idiots in corporate America only keep their job because no one wants to fire them. It's cheaper to just make it someone else's problem and outright fire them because you have to give them unemployment benefits. It's not permanent, but definitely enough that it causes enough of a problem. And I'd rather pay someone's unemployment benefits than knowing that I have an idiot on my team. That's just me. I'd rather get rid of the idiot if it means my company is safer for it. And I'm less corporate because of that. All about efficiency. I don't care who I have to hurt because of being an idiot. Because that's the meta of it, right? No one feels good while firing someone or laying someone off. And it's not good to get laid off, but if shit's getting fucky. And I'm of the persuasion that if you are the business owner, you should assume most, if not all, of the risk. I am of that persuasion. Because if someone above you, let's say you're working at like corporate for McDonald's, why should the guy at the fry stand, the grill, have to suffer for some overpaid corporate bastards mistake? You know what I mean? One story that's always stuck out to me and always kind of stayed with me was when the Wii U failed tremendously. Miyamoto, I think it was, the CEO at the time, decided to cut his own salary just so no one would have to suffer from his incompetence with the launch of that console. And rightfully so. No one had to be laid off. Those who were in charge that made the catastrophe happen, they paid the price and they did it with honor. Which is shocking with what's going on right now with Nintendo's anti-consumer policies. But I digress. But that's kind of the leader I want to be. I want to be a leader that takes responsibility when it's genuinely my fault. And I want people that if my company gets big enough that if they're in a leadership position, I need them to understand, like, hey, I have no problem cutting your pay if it means I find out you're the one responsible. And if you're not willing to take responsibility for your screw-ups, then I know one thing that's going to be more important than a paycheck, and that's job security. I have no problem firing someone if they refuse to take responsibility. If they're becoming a problem and refusing to take responsibility, I have no problem getting rid of them. But at the end of the day, I'd rather an honest person willing to, take the slap on the wrist and be forced to learn from their mistake if it means and that includes me, right? Like, if I screw up and I do something horrible, I'm literally only going to pay myself the absolute minimum necessary so that someone else can keep their well-being and their jobs. But if someone just keeps screwing up and screwing up below me and there's just nothing leadership can do, then of course fire them. But at the end of the day, what's the point of leadership if they're not the one leading the charge? They're not spearheading the effort. And sometimes spearheading the effort means being the first one in the cart. And like here's how I envision it. There's a handcart, right? For those of you who don't know, a handcart basically like imagine like your horse-drawn buggy, but you are the horse. Like you are the one pushing the cart. And you have the little handcart company. You've got like a group of 6 people, and you're in lead. So you're in lead. You're in front of everyone, and it's your job to direct everyone, give directions, and orientate yourself. You know, you kind of be the head of everything, right? You lead the charge. You give directions as to where we're going. Maybe delegate something to the back of the group, saying like, "Hey, how are we doing as far as food and water?" Determining when would be a good time to take your rests and all that. But keep in mind, you're the one walking forward the whole time. So if you walk off a cliff, if the company walks off a cliff, it should be you that falls off first. Or another analogy, the phrase, "the captain goes down with his ship." If you're in leadership, I feel like you should be the ones that goes down with the ship first. Crew and cabin boy, lower level people, yeah, get them out of there. Captain, he gets the boot. Boot straight down to Davy Jones. I feel like corporate America works the literal opposite of that. It's kind of like that meme from Pirates of the Caribbean, where I haven't saved in the last 30 minutes. My God, been going on for that long. Yeah, it's that meme from Pirates of the Caribbean where Jack is sinking his ship. He's about to make it to port. And instead of just going down with the rest of his ship from the crow's nest, he extends his leg forward and starts walking onto Port Ormos as if nothing happened. As if he's looking for a new ship. Could have died with the ship. No, a lot of people just literally jump ship and find another one to ruin. Trying to go a little quicker so that I can get to the end of this. That's kind of what how I would want my team to behave, right? If you made a mistake, honest mistake, take the slap on the wrist with a pay cut, a temporary pay cut, and then when everything's back to normal, get your go back to your normal pay rate, and from there, just don't make the same mistake again. If it's a preventable mistake, make sure it stays preventable. But the people below you keep their jobs and their pay, because what I've learned above all else is that I don't care how much I'm being paid, so long as the money's good and the money is secure. Oh, come on, man! Lump of Smiles! Dude, I don't have the screen real estate for this. I ain't gotta do this, man. I don't have to go looking for it. I gotta break my rules. You stupid, stupid hoe. You broke my rules, you idiot. You would think I would have fixed this by now, but no. Olympus Miles. I was on a nice little idea about how I'd run my business, my company, the whole photography thing, and hoping that it grows. And here you are, promoting your scams. These scams are bad and you should feel bad. It's so stupid. It's string boob all over again. I hope to God your account gets violently removed from you, and that your public shaming continues. You deserve this, you stupid hoe. This is for you. Hey, sweetie. I thought I fixed it. You deserve this. This was entirely preventable. My rules are right there. I have the zero tolerance policy for scammers like you. Zero tolerance. I missed out on Boob Sword, by the way. For those of you curious. Sad by that. I'm sure another rerun will happen, or I lose my 50-50 to her one day. The Raiden Shogun, that's a character I really didn't want. Played her a little bit in the character quest, and I thought she was really cool. Her ult was fun. The gameplay is fun. Make sure he can see the sun at all times. That's fine. Whoops. Not as fine. I mean, Kukumi could probably see, and I know Hack, if she's here, she could probably confirm for me. Holy shit, the rule is right there. Can't you read? At least it's not as egregious as those that are pretending to be graphic designers. And so like, hey, look, I'll give you a follow, we're gonna give some small talk. Now I'm gonna go straight into my business proposition. Yeah, if I feel bad calling up small businesses to be able to leave business cards, you should feel bad for saying, hey, I know I could give you your branding and all this fun stuff, even though all of your stuff looks exactly the same. They all look the same to each other. I swear to God, this is why ChatGPT and this image software stuff is going to be so bad for the industry, all industries. Imagine the concept of an AI graphic designer, concept of an AI author. You just put things in a ChatGPT and say, hey, I need a logo for this. So you're not designing shit. You didn't put any creative effort into that whatsoever. And I'll charge. Screw it. It's only going to cheapen the experience of actually working with a designer, because now the designer has to put their rates even lower. They'd have to compete with those who are just using ChatGPT the whole time. And they've built their AI model the right way, so they compensate for that. There's even like website builders right now saying like, hey, we can, through the power of artificial intelligence, we can help you get yourself started with your business logo and everything. So, really? Really, gadgets? It's only going to get worse. Imagine AI accountants. Imagine, William, the concept of an AI salesman. There's people right now being interviewed by AI chat models. Believe it or not. But bad enough being stuck in a multi-level marketing scheme. It's worse when the person you're interviewing is not even there. It's just a bunch of ones and zeros and if statements and for each loops and all that. It's just not even there. It kind of annoys me. It baffles me. And I forget which artist said it, but I like what they said when they said, I fucking told you so. When it came to AI taking over all jobs, all white-collar jobs, and now I'm saying it's also going to go after blue-collar work. Just you wait. Guess what's going to happen. Oh, it starts with the creative things where it could be seen as just, you know, a little tool, like a little, like creative toy, right? Like, it was supposed to be seen as no different than, say, a coloring book thing, right? But nope. Now it's getting so good that, anyone that sits at a desk operating software might be gone, and one day it's gonna be put into robots. I don't mind cleaning up over there. That'd be like my inner OCD. Now I have a vacuum. All dirt must go away. All dirt. All of the dirt. Oh shit. I do want to make this one giant hole. I don't like the idea of a cave system. I don't want to use lights. If I can avoid it, no lights. I just want natural light. I just want the sun. 130. $69 to charge. That's outrageous. How am I supposed to plus with that kind of upkeep? I mean, I'll admit, trying to figure out the logistics of figuring out my business, a lot of it was me asking ChatGPT and doing a lot of Googling. And even tonight when the stream is done, I'll be doing a fair lot of reading. This book I got from Barnes & Noble when I was getting my dad his late Father's Day gift. Inventory. Well, I'll leave something like this. Garbage. Ow, that was an ore! Damn it. $82. Copper. There's some iron. There we go. Sculpting, vacuuming up all this dirt. Oh yeah. Some silver. Oh, more silver. I didn't know I was getting that. Jordan Peterson levels of deep. I feel like with the job market now relative to the Gen Z and millennials, I feel like from what I've been reading, it's like, oh, Gen Z is the most entrepreneurial generation to exist in years. Yeah, I don't think it's because we're entrepreneurial by nature. I think we're entrepreneurial by necessity. It's just not enough people quitting their jobs and retiring to let us younger folk come in and take over. We have to basically start from scratch. There's no winning. Like, I can't even get a job at Hot Topic. I sent in my resume, put in my application saying, hey, I'll sell t-shirts. Sell t-shirts and nerd shit. Too bad. Your dumbass is overqualified. You're not gonna say the second you get a good job. Well, you don't know that. Well, this is what my life has been working towards, and I want to be making a really good impression. Yeah, right, they say. Well, I don't. Here we are. This is life now. A lot of us are entrepreneurial, not because we want to, but because we have to. We don't have much of a choice anymore. Because if housing has become a luxury, and our only real option is renting, and the renting prices just keep going up and up and up and up. Like, I will never get over the fact that when we were first moving into this apartment, the move-in date, just selecting a move-in date also affected the rent. Like, for every day that it went empty, the rent just kept going up and up and up, even though we're in an agreement saying, yeah, we're interested in this, we got the paperwork started, this is basically our place, we're just deciding when we could officially move stuff in. Nope. If you move in closer to the actual wedding day, guess what? What? You're gonna have to spend more money. Fuck! And you have to make 3 times the rent. The rent's getting closer and closer to $2,000 a month, so who's gonna have $6,000 a month in monthly revenue? Instead of getting a roommate. The only people that can afford real estate are, ironically, boomers. People that have defaulted on their student loans, and guess who has to pay them honestly? Millennials and Gen Z. Little scummy if you ask me, but what am I gonna do? Oh, I only plus the $2. Wait, hold on. No, everything's like 15. Except for the jetpack, but I don't care. Now, I'm just gonna have to take this. Down, you say? Mind if I do? What else is floating around here? More silver? Copper, copper, copper. Copper loose. Oh, Brittany's butthole just keeps getting deeper. Oh, hold on. I have to escape Brittany's butthole. $260. No, I don't think I'm good. I think I'm good. I think I'll be fine meandering through Brittany's butthole without lights. Just have to bring the sun to me. Okay, I'm gonna have to maneuver my arm a little bit so it's resting on my desk. Just be a little bit more strategic about how I lay my arm. Alright, any more silver. Apparently if I keep going down, something. Alright. How deep in Brittany's butthole do I need to go? A lot of things in Brittany's butthole. Up, come on. Up. Can't afford to lose nothing. Oh, and they're like $270. The battery recharge while I'm at it. Back down into Brittany's butthole. This is where the money is. Deep inside her ass. Oh. Found like a bunker? Oh. Oh, I see. I have to clear out Brittany's butthole. They put a whole bunch of gerbils in here. Brittany is actually Brandon, but we can't name Brittany anymore. Where's the door to this thing? Or is that just one giant ass rock and I'm like nowhere near what I'm actually looking for? Yeah, that looks like it's just one giant ass rock. Oh, what? Oh. Whee! Nice. What do we got here, folks? Wanna start making our way towards Brittany's butthole again? Start chipping away towards her butthole? Iron. More iron. Iron, copper. Really smooth the hell out of this. We need Brittany's butthole to be as smooth as she was when she was a baby. Back when Brittany was Brandon. And when Brandon was a baby. Actually gives me a pretty good question. when celebrities go through transgender surgeries and acquire a new identity, do you correct the credits for everything they've done in the past? Like Elliot Page, when she did Beyond Two Souls, the X-Men movies, in Juno, in the movies she was Ellen Page, but now she's Elliot. Does that mean we have to change her credits retroactively? So no, that's Ellen or Elliot Page, not Ellen Page. From like that on, for proper naming sake, or for preservation's sake, do we want to keep it as Ellen Page because that's who the individual was at that time? You know what I mean? Like, I think I'm crazy to think that, right? Like, it might just because of where we are in society, where we are relative to the acceptance of the trans in the world, but these are, for me, kind of the important questions. Like, okay, you were famous at one point in time, and you did all these things as your dead name. How should we refer to you, given that you no longer go by this name, but you went by this name when you did this project? You see my confusion here? I am the drill. I'm not crazy, right? Oh yeah, sandblast this dirt. Oh, Brittany's butthole's not ready for this. Oh, Brittany's not ready for this. There we go. Oh, yeah. Be dead silver. Yes. Yes. Oh, yeah. Oh. Hopefully that wasn't important. Hopefully that wasn't important. I feel like that might have been important. You right there. Okay. Brittany's butthole's getting pretty deep. I want to make sure I can get in and out easily. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, this drill is a godsend. I could literally just aim down and I'd be going where I'm going. Yeah, baby. Oh, yeah. Hope you like this, Brittany. We're going deep inside you. Constantly in and out of her butthole. Where am I going? Actually, fuck it, I'll save. It's gonna yell at me anyway, so might as well get preemptive about it. Get the lawn. Oh, yeah, just doing this feels so good. Yeah, but me being the boss, I've already like worked it out in my head, and that as far as pay is concerned, if you're gonna be high up on the food chain, you're gonna have a pay range, and then you'll be advised when, hey, given financial standings of the company, we'll probably be on the lower range for a little while so we can keep our personnel and we'll keep trying for it for a couple months, and then if it's just not good after like 3 months of low turnover, then that's when we'll start having to lay off people. But I want to give people a fighting chance, because what's more important in my opinion is job security, not so much pay. Because if you're smart with your money, you can budget around almost anything. Now, like, right now I think our credit card debts, although technically it's the highest it's been since we've been married, it's also relatively manageable. It's not that bad. We pretty much paid off our phones. I don't know what we're thinking about getting new ones. We have options, what I'm saying. We have more agency than I'd like to think. Now, obviously, we can't necessarily move very easily. It won't be expensive. What the hell is this? Oh, excuse me, I need to make my way in here. I can get in there! Oh. How do you get out of here? Oh, that was important. I don't know what the neighbors are thinking in relation to what's going on. Like, are they seeing just, like, some random dude fly in and out of his home? Or is jetpacks just, like, a normal thing in this world? Because society evolved so much that everyone, if they really want to, could travel by jetpack if they really wanted to. Like, instead of sending your kids off to school on bicycles and skateboards, you could add jetpacks onto the list. Like, you need to be licensed to have a jetpack. The thought. Damn it. Now that I am drill, it's becoming a little more difficult to not break things. I mean, I just clean things up so good. Like, I'm convinced that if you gave me enough time, I could probably clean the hell out of this. There we go. Whoops. Move all that out of the way. There's some silver, that's all I can do, Doc. Charge. And then sell. And then Brittany's butthole. Ow, ow. That's... Oh, this is just really cleaning out Brittany's butthole. Everything. All in one go. Oh, ow. Hope I destroyed anything important. Back into Brittany's butthole. There's so much money in her butt. Yes. Yeah. Yes. Give me some space here, baby. 4 dynamite, 4 lamp, $88. Hate to rain on your parade, but I'm not gonna be needing that. I found gold. I got silver and gold. Where's that? I can find diamond. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm gonna get out of Brittany's butt. There we go. Alright, and... Oh, gold is worth like $50 each. Speaking of which, drill. Or not drill, inventory. Max inventory. Ow. Oi. Just create a hole right here. I don't need other holes. I just need this one. Oi. Oi. There's so many floating ores. Like that one. Oh. Oh, damn it. I'm telling you, because now I have a more powerful drill, I'm going to be breaking ores left and right by accident. Down. Ow. Bottom of the hole. Oh, there's more. Oh, there's plenty more. Oh, fuck! That's lava. I don't think I can do that. I don't think I can do that. Nope, 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 nope. Just selling what I got and bailing. Oh, I'm just getting out of that. Gonna keep going in this direction. Clear this up. Get everything that I potentially missed. You know what I mean? I mean, if it's here, I might as well grab it, right? Nothing's stopping me. Just realized just by looking over, it's probably a little too dark for you when I get down there inside of Brittany's butthole. It's a little difficult to see. But hopefully my colorful podcast you like talking about random shit that comes to mind helps. I did at one point in time wanted to start a podcast during my mixed employment phase, but I don't know if I can commit to it. Yeah, would you want me to do a podcast, you like think? I don't think I have the audience for it, but if I want to see it, I don't mind giving it a go. I think I'll go for battery next. Oh, I should probably heal next. Clear all of this. Copper, copper. Silver buttons. I'm getting better at that. Oh god. Freaks me out. What you are? I don't know how to respond to that, friend. I just got weed money. Enough money for weed. For $20. Oh, I should probably go back and heal, actually. That drop's gonna kill me. $8 for healthcare. Perpetually breaking legs. Here's $8. I want that kind of healthcare system. Here's some pocket change. Back up to full health. Don't worry about it. It's on the house. There we go. Whole lot of everything right here. I am aware that there is an end to this. Like, people have sped run this game. Like, I'm aware there is a win condition to a game about digging a hole. What you are? I don't know how to answer that. I still don't know. The more I look at it, the more confused I get. I don't even know what the context is for that either. Then you have yourself like this weird split personality whenever you try to go into chat. One sounds like a fortune cookie, the other one is just lost. No shame in that if that's your gimmick, but I'd like to understand your gimmick a little better. Silver, there's a copper. Oh, there we go. Like, I saw that in the earth. There's no way you're hiding that from me. There's no way you're hiding that from me. Come on, let's be real here. Alright, well. Put the light here. Oh, I can put up just a light there. Thought it had to be on the dirt. $4.15. And fuck it. I think that's the only thing I have left to upgrade. It's just the jetpack. This is a way to upgrade my health too, so I don't have to take as much damage all the time. What? Fuck! Fuck! Wait, I want to try some. Hey, that worked out. I'm onto something. Game says I'm onto something. Put light here. Another. Oh! At least you get that silver off of me, alright? Now I'm really deep inside her butthole. Is something around here that I'm not seeing? Nope. Ow, ow, fuck! I should probably get back up there. Probably back up here. Drop a save, drop some heals. So what I got. Give myself a nice fresh start. As I plunge myself back into that hole. Like a superhero with the drill every time I fly and use my I am drill abilities. Inventory full. Drop what I got. For science! Oh, they don't break. Isn't only lava that, or yeah, the molten rock that breaks if I were to throw stuff at it. There's that. More of that. Oh, fuck! Did I break it? Oh, of course not. Found gold, though. I'm playing a game about digging a hole. I had to update. So, yeah, I couldn't do Genshin tonight. And then when I tried to do Zenless Zone Zero, guess what? That also had to update. Yeah, maybe. I mean, I was thinking about doing Saturday morning streams. Saturday morning, get some chicanery out of me, and then do some Uber Eats. Yeah, I'm trying to get some viewers from America, not just Vietnam. Not that I don't appreciate the Vietnamese, but sometimes you just want to be with your own people, you know? I like the culture shift of Mr. I speak in fortune cookie and forget that I'm here type of person, but you know what? There's something about quality American viewer talking to a person that is also from America on the American schedule. It might be because I'm one of them late night streamers. You know what? I'll take it. I'm not gonna say no. Uber. Journey to the center of the earth. Actually, yeah, let's just do that. I have plenty of battery. I found platinum. Yeah, let me escape. It's a shame I couldn't finish a game about digging a hole in one go, but you know what? I at very least got all of the upgrades. I'll take the win there. I will indeed take the win where I get it. Yeah, so sorry about the lack of Genshin and the lack of Hoyoverse stuff, but at least we were able to talk about it today.
Girl goes viral after basketball inside of her?
You know what's funny? I found a ravine inside of the game, you know, like a hole inside of my hole, and you know what I called that? Britney's butthole. I basically made the sorority butthole joke. And you know what I hear? Oh, God! Oh, you were fucking kidding. You were not kidding.
No!
The anal tissue is very flexible if you really wanted it to. I'm not saying it's going to be a painless experience.
First childbirth! It's not like basketball's probably bigger than a baby.
Yeah, you'd be right. In more ways than one, you'd be right. I don't want to think about it, but you know, you're not wrong.
Free OnlyFans!
Oh, that explains everything. It's the OnlyFans that caused her to want to shove a basketball up her ass. Huh? They're like the Jackass for porn. What?
Still want to go on
Hell no. If I want Jackass, we got the DVDs right there. I'd rather see Johnny Knoxville get something shoved up his ass than...
She said free.
He did that for free? I don't want to think about it anymore. I don't want to think about it. Just jackasses all around. Everybody gets to look at my ass. Now, watch me shove this basketball up my ass.
That's like first childbirth.
She gives head, now she just... Now she's gonna have one shoved up her. Anyway, if you like what you see and want to support us, best way to do that is by... I gotta look at other things real quick. No responses. Okay, perfect. That's only concerning. Just send that to this spreadsheet and I'll slide this over. I want to be forever young. Yeah, if you like what you see, you'd want us help us out a little bit more, support what we do. The best way to do that is by dropping a follow, build up the audience just that little bit more. Everything helps. And speaking of everything helps, the best way to help us out in getting us the things that we need to give to you the best viewing experience humanly possible is by going to streamlabs.com/Melly_wrong/tip. Anything and everything that you donate over there is going to be a huge help. It could be for getting us better equipment, replacement. The saguaro is great, isn't it? I've seen one blossom. It's a beautiful thing. Prickliest of things give up the most beautiful flowers. Yeah, your donations and your tips will go straight back in the channel. We don't touch it. You could literally do anything. Better the equipment that we have. Give us some time to be able to update the artwork. Get us replacement remote controllers, and even just get you some better content, some things that you want to see that we just don't have. Speaking of games that you want to see, you could go to the Discord right now, where we have a couple things going on right now. You could recommend us games through the game suggestion situation right now. Right now we have up on deck for next week Devil May Cry 2, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, Tell Me Why, until the month is over. Dishonored, Death of the Outsider, and that is all of your options right there. So if you're in the Discord, that's the best way to figure that out. Jump in, cast your vote. Everything is welcome. Also go in and get updates whenever we go live. I'll admit I've been a little screwy with trying to keep the general tab update with all the stuff, but then we do get the community links, which I do plan on updating soon. And I should probably add this while I'm on there. Put that there. So what we're gonna be doing the rest of the week. Tomorrow we are not streaming. I need to do stuff for work. I need to focus on the AI stuff. I need to focus on getting things figured out.
Horror anime where people turn into cats?
I have no idea what I'm supposed to expect out of that, but it sounds so fun. I want to watch it. A horror where
Living cat on Crunchyroll.
I want to see it so bad.
Likes it.
I want to see it so bad. Yeah, Wednesday, mainly gonna focus on work. Getting things figured out with business.
People and they turn into cats.
They get snuggled to death. Thursday we'll be doing Doom 2016 with the wifey before she goes and do Navy things. And then Friday, we kind of flip the quarter between doing A Link to the Past to make up for today or Genshin Impact. I'm probably going to do Genshin Impact Saturday morning. And then leave Friday night for A Link to the Past. But either way, one or the other. We'll figure it out as we get along. But for right now, I need to use the restroom. My wife needs to go to bed. I'll see you all Thursday. Good night.
Broadcasting.